Hello and welcome back to Strategic Command WWII Volume Multiplayer. That's the mate of Joieforce. And I think it should be over now. Yeah, we see already what happened, and that's my turn actually. It's always kind of strange to watch your own turn. Oh, looks like I needed money. Yeah, that's for reducing the supply. Yeah, he's at 0 obviously. I wonder why he shoots back. It's prohibited. Ouch. It was a 6? It doesn't show. Oh, yeah. I remember. No, it's not a 6. Man, it's over. Maybe I should have just skipped the replay, but I wasn't thinking of that. Yeah, so what would actually happen here? Nothing. Huh? Wasn't it showing something here? I don't know. Yeah, let's see what's left. National morale guarded. Italy pretty open because there are not only 3 armies down here, but also 2 corps. It's very aggressive. As soon as the allies get carriers down here and spot this, can get hairy, but you can also just buy some garrisons in the meantime. But I mean, it's already September 1940 and no garrisons here. Yeah, and then what did actually happen? His first attack on Belgium and the Netherlands was spot on. He insta-killed them. But then I think he was surprised, although he did not run into my um, defense lines completely. But I don't know. I was still scared. I think in like my second turn after he declared and stood here and attacked a bit, I wasn't able to kill a tank. I think I only was able to kill a unit, an army, and I was thinking, oh no. But then I think he rushed it. There was no need to rush it. His tanks were intact. Many British units here, yes, but you still have the far more powerful army. Um, but somehow, um, not somehow, I know this feeling. It happened to me as well. You think, oh no, so many, and I need to be quick about it and get done with France. But if your enemy does this, this won't work. Um, I think he kind of recklessly used his tanks instead of repairing. There was, I think, four tank here, and he didn't pull them back to repair. He still attacked near to the front, and I think that was the first tank that went down. Yeah, and then I also kept units here in the Maginot Line. Um, which always have a supply of 3 unless you completely surround them. Um, and he did not take care of them, which in turn meant he had to keep units there uh, to um, to prevent them from doing bad stuff, which also hampers his efforts to rush me. I was able to encircle a battle group here and damage his HQ. That would not have been possible if he had these cores to properly um, put them here, so I could not just rush into the gaps. He would have been able to fill the gaps. You need more time to do this, but in the end, if you do not do it, there's a very high likelihood that it will end like this. Um, you need cohesive lines so your HQs don't get hit. Also, I think I was able to move a unit that was still being here with some supply left, move up here and hit a bomber, and the carriers finished it off and also finished off another bomber. Um, yeah, also, of course, the AAs played a huge part, denying him easy de-entrenching attacks and damaging attacks, or if he did, he lost a substantial amount of hit points, which in turn really cripples you as Germany. You just cannot do it. I mean, for one super necessary breakthrough, it might be feasible to take the AA fire, um, but not all the time. Um, and the 3 AA still alive. I mean, now it's obvious. It's over. And I was already building here, although this would have taken some time. But I had this. He broke through this, but I had this line of fortifications, um, which helped. Yeah, I think he's a pretty strong player, but he lost his head when things didn't go according to plan. And as I said, it happened to me too. Um, because you think ahead and think, oh no, if I do not get France in time, how will Barbarossa go? And oh, all is lost. And then then this leads you to rush in blindly. Um, and that's what really kills you. It's not too bad to uh, do France like in September or even October. Uh, no one cares. Yes, it's not too great because you get the plunder late and cannot and will have your army ready later a tiny bit. But even if you start Barbarossa in July, it can still totally steamroll the Soviets. But if you lose faith and start trying to rush head on through the door, and then it might end up badly or very, very costly at least. Yeah. So what is here? Oh, all right. Didn't expect that. I'm quite happy it didn't end up here because my bigger warships were up there, and he might have wreaked havoc among the destroyers. He wanted to intercept them, of course. But I usually scout these hexes. Um, you should always do that. It's quite common for submariners or whatever ship to lurk down there, and then your precious tank will get stopped dead in the water, maybe immediately killed, or because he's stuck, he's get his attack next turn and then he's dead. So always scout this. Yeah. As for the research, yeah, no anti-tanks. He researched submarines. All right. He also researched AAs and level 2 ground attack. Did not continue research espionage, and he only has got one chit in industry, which I think for the long run it's just a must to research industry at 2 all the time. But nothing super special apart from that. What is the Italians? Infantry guns level 2. Researching planes. I wouldn't do that. Researching industry. I also wouldn't do that. I would just skip this and this. I think I said that multiple times. Italy just doesn't have the MPP power to sustain an air force. Maybe a naval bomber or whatnot escorted by German fighters, because naval bombers are cheap. But Air Force, especially considering that you need to research them all the time for them to stay competitive, it's just a huge burden on the Italian economy, which is in no relation to the gains. Um, what do you get from 1 or 2 Italian high-level fighters? Um, what do you get? What Germany can't give you? Um, much better uh, level 2 infantry units. Um, yeah, so that's the Axis. Yeah, when you saw my research, I had to, of course, tone it down a bit because I was putting so much effort into the ground forces, um, which kind of paid off. Had it not, I would have been able to evacuate uh, quite a few, I'm sure. Not all of them, but enough. Also, having them in and around Paris makes sure that they will get killed in at least 5 supply, so you can cheaply rebuild. or rebuy. But still, the research was lacking. I would have needed to at least research the fighter planes now. But I would have done that. Yeah, and then this is bad not to have, but well, what can you do? Yeah, I think Russia was already super good on the way to a steamroller. Let's check the MPP values. Yeah, Russia's at like, I don't know, 160 or what, which quite okay, I think. What did he have? He had, I have no idea, like 520 or something. And Italy is usually abysmal. So one last look at the casualties. Maybe you spot something interesting. French lost both their headquarters and quite some infantry. British also lost 2 armies, but Germany also lost 2 armies. 1 paratrooper, which you cannot rebuy because it's the third. 3 tanks, which is just insane. 1 tank can happen. 3 tanks is death sentence almost always. Especially since the latest patch changed the time values if you buy something. It used to be, it won't show here. It used to be this number was the amount of turns it takes until the unit arrives, but they changed that into months, and this is insane. If you lose a tank, and you can rebuy it more quickly because it was supplied. I don't know if it says 5 here for the Soviets without um, buying it cheaper, but let's say it's 3. Usually that was like 3 turns, but 3 months is a world of a difference, especially in the summer, where you get like 3 turns per month. But with that, it's like not 3 turns, but 9 turns you have to wait. And 9 turns, where you are without your tanks, it's game over. Um, so as of now, with these new rules, you need to be even more careful with your tanks. Do not let them park next to armies, ever. Or tanks, or anti-tanks, of course. It slows you down a bit, but losing tanks, yeah, as I said, very, very bad. So yeah, I think that was it. Thanks again to Joieforce for the game. Oh wait, one more thing. Why did it say I lose 2 French HQs where I can still see them? I don't know. I did not buy new ones. They're here. Huh? Am I kind of stupid or something? Losses. Detailed losses. HQs 2. Huh? Heavy tanks? Yes, we just lost the heavy tank last turn. We attacked and he died for it. But his tank also died. But why did I lose 2 HQs? I didn't. Weird. Whatever. Maybe some of you can explain that to me. So yeah, thanks to Joieforce for the match. Sorry for the surprise. I think it might have become quite a good match had you not run into this. Um, maybe we will do another game sometime. Yeah, and we end this. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.